I'd like to know the base attack rating for spells in Elden Ring. I'm hoping it's relatively high, and scaling for spell buff is low. This would allow hybrid casters to have decent damage, while keeping damage reasonable at high stats. High-tier spells would still be gated by stat requirements. This would be an improvement over Dark Souls 3, where high effective spell buff meant lower-tier spells were significantly more FP efficient. Since attunement is no longer tied to a stat, this might be another sign that FromSoft's going out of their way to encourage hybrid caster builds. Having Enchanted Knight instead of Sorcerer in the network test also supports that idea. I'd like to know how soon you can buy spell tools. Pure caster builds tend to fare best when you can use multiple schools of magic and make the most of your large FP pool. I'm hoping Elden Ring has melee weapon casting tools, like the Blue Flame or Immolation Tinder. They made for much more flexible builds. Having a parry-capable weapon on your left hand meant you could attack, cast, and parry without swapping weapons. The Disc Chime in Dark Souls 2 was similar. You could block, heal, and cast defensive spells. In addition to casting weapons, I'd like to see hybrid casting tools, like the Crystal Chime or Black Witch Staff. These were great for both pure and hybrid casters. In the network test, pure casting didn't seem especially viable in PvP. Spell damage tended to be too low to threaten melee builds, and weapon skills tended to have better damage per FP. There weren't many tools for buying space or being threatening up close. I don't think this will be an issue in the full game. There's already some great spell variety in the network test, and I'm sure we'll find some useful tools when the game's released.